Hello everybody, welcome to another evening story. This one is about Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi, a great rabbi who lived in Russia about 250 years ago. Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi was a great Torah scholar. He liked to find out about the secrets of Torah, and he also was very kind to other people. One day he heard that there were some Jewish people who were in prison, and they hadn't done anything wrong, but they'd been put in prison anyway, and the people who put them there wanted a lot of money for them to be set free. And this, of course, is a great mitzvah. It's called Pidyon Shavuyim, rescuing people who are in jail. And Rabbi Shneur Zalman decided that he would try to find the money to help these poor people to go free. And he went to a certain town where he heard there was a very rich man. And he thought maybe he could ask this rich man to help these poor people. And when he got there, the townspeople welcomed him with great joy because they knew what a great man he was. But when he told them that he wanted to visit this rich man, they said, "Don't go to him. He's a miser," which means he doesn't like to spend or give away any money at all. All he does is keep his money for himself. And if people ask him for money, he just takes out one horrible, broken, rusty copper coin and he gives it to them. And it's such a rude and horrible thing to do. And whenever he does this, people don't want to take the coin and they give it back to him because it's such a horrible thing to do. Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi said to the townspeople, "Right, I'm going to go and visit this man. And I want 2 rabbis to come with me, but they're not to say a word." Well, 2 rabbis decided they would accompany Rabbi Shneur Zalman, and off they went to visit this horrible miser. He had a beautiful house. And when they arrived, they knocked on the door and they were shown inside to where the miser was sitting on a lovely velvet couch in a beautiful big room. And the miser said to Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi, "How can I help you? What are you here for?" And Rabbi Shneur Zalman said to him, "Well, I've got these people who are in prison and it's very hard for them. They've done nothing wrong. And the people who put them in prison want a lot of money to let them go free. So I'm asking people if they would help me with some money to let these people go free." And the miser said, "Oh, right, okay. You want money? I'll give you some money." And the miser reached into his bag. Can you guess what he picked out? He picked out the copper coin and he gave it to Rabbi Shneur Zalman of Liadi. And Rabbi Shneur Zalman took the coin with a big smile and he said, "Thank you so much. Hashem should bless you with everything that you want. You should be healthy. You should be wealthy. You should have a long life. And everything that you could wish for should happen to you in the best possible way." And he said, "I'll write you a receipt, which is a special paper that you can keep to remind you that on this day you gave me this donation." And Rabbi Shneur Zalman wrote out a receipt saying, "On this day, Mr. So-and-so gave me 1 copper coin for Pidyon Shavuyim, for rescuing people who were in jail." Well, the 2 rabbis who were with Rabbi Shneur Zalman were astonished and horrified. And as they left the miser's home, they were desperately angry and embarrassed. And they said, "How dare he treat you in this rude way? It's so horrible. It's so nasty to give you 1 little copper coin. And why did you take it from him? And why did you bless him? And why did you give him a lovely receipt with a blessing written on the bottom?" And Rabbi Shneur Zalman said, "I told you not to say a thing. Leave this to me." Well, they were just at the garden gate, about to step into the street, when they heard shouting from behind them. And they looked back, and there was the miser in the doorway, calling them, saying, come back, I've not finished." And they went back inside the house, and the miser sat them down again, and he said, "I've changed my mind. I need to give you some more money for these poor people." And he gave them 1,000 rubles, which is a huge sum of money in those days. And Rabbi Shneur Zalman reacted in exactly the same way. He said, "Thank you so much. It's so kind. Hashem should bless you with everything that you want. You shall be healthy, you shall be wealthy. All that you shall wish for shall come to you in the best possible way. And he wrote him out another receipt. Mr. So-and-so has given me on this day 1,000 rubles for Pidyon Shavuyim. Thank you so much, he wrote. Hashem shall bless you with all good things. And this time the rabbis were even more astonished, and they thought to themselves, how did he do that? And as they left and went down the garden path the second time, one of the rabbis said to Shneur Zalman of Liadi, how did you make him give you such an enormous sum of money? He's such a miser. And Shneur Zalman said, let's not talk about it, let's just go on our way. And as they arrived at the garden gate, they heard another shout, and it was the miser at the door again, saying, come back, I've not finished yet. And they went back inside the house, and the miser sat them down again and said to them, I really need to help you more. How much money do you need altogether to make all these people go free? And Shneur Zalman said, I need 5,000 rubles. And the miser didn't even blink. He reached inside his money bag. He counted out a further 4,000 rubles, making 5,000 in all. And he handed it all over to Shneur Zalman. And Shneur Zalman did exactly the same thing again. He said thank you with a big smile. He gave him a blessing, said, I hope Hashem will bless you, make you healthy, wealthy. All that you wish for shall come for you in the best possible way. Then he wrote him another receipt. Mr. So-and-so has given a further 4,000 rubles for Pidyon Shavuyim. May Hashem bless him with all that is good. And then, finally, they left his home and went on their way. And the two other rabbis turned to Shneur Zalman and said, what just happened? How did you manage to do that? All he's ever given to anybody is 1 copper coin. And Shneur Zalman said, you have to understand, everybody has a pure, beautiful soul. He's a pure and beautiful person. But he never understood how beautiful it is to give. What a happy thing it is to give. And whenever he tried to give with his little copper coin, he couldn't give because people gave it back to him. So he never learned how to give. And when I took that copper coin from him and thanked him and blessed him and wrote him a receipt like it was an important gift, he learned the joy of giving. And once he tasted that joy, something in his soul, his pure, beautiful, good soul awoke, and he wanted to give more and more until there was no more need to give. We can learn from this, children, how beautiful it is to give and how pure and beautiful every person's soul is. I hope you find that inner beauty, and I hope it makes you very happy. Thank you for listening. Take care.